What's up, guys? This is 1584 Adventure. Got your host here, Logan, and got the legendary Brian.
Hey, everybody, how's it going?
So it's been a while. This is officially our second season of the podcast. Our first season kind of fell off the rails, but we're going to restart this and try one more time.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of a gap.
So, we'll kind of start at the gap. Dad, what happened in September of 2024?
Well, I basically, after dealing with a bunch of family issues and closing my business, I basically went to South Texas for 6 months and worked as a guide on a ranch in South Texas, guiding quail, nilgai, and whitetail hunts.
Okay. And that was a pretty big departure from your overall life with regards to a professional setting.
Well, it was a complete departure from my professional life as a machine tool service technician and facilities manager. But I kind of needed a break after several years of that and some other stuff. So, yeah, basically, I was kind of sitting around trying to figure out what I was going to do next because my business had crapped out while I was taking care of family stuff. And my oldest son, who's in the ranch management business, called, and a buddy of his had a camp that needed a seasonal guide. I can do that. I hunted all over Texas and other areas of the country for years, and I went down there, talked to the guy that ran that camp.
Got the job, obviously.
Got the offer. It's pretty good. Talked to the spousal unit about it, and she was good with it. And so I went down there and
You were gone for about
played Rover Boys for 6 months.
You were gone, what, 3 months, 4 months?
It was 6 months.
Okay.
September to end of February.
Yep.
And great place, great people.
We are going to do a separate episode just for that because it is, 6 months of adventuring and everything.
It was, you wake up in the morning, and if you don't have customers or guests, you get up and you go patrol your pasture, make sure everything's copacetic there, see what animals you can see moving, see what's, So the camp is separate from the ranch that the camp is on.
Yeah.
So you have cowboys and road crews and oil field people. You see what's
So
moving.
despite being in the middle of nowhere, you have a lot of activity with people.
Yes, there's a lot of people in and out of there. The vast majority of them legal, some of them not so legal.
So if you were 18 years old, what would have happened there?
If I was 18 years old, I would still be down there, living in a 20 by 20 cabin with a dog, 200 guns, and an F-250.
All right, so we found Dad's second life.
Well,
and that actually worked out really good because Alex was on the ranch next to y'all.
Yeah.
And we were able to bring Gramps, we're going to try and get on the podcast here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Down for probably one of his last hunts.
That will probably be his last hunt. The boys, you and your older brother, the ranch Alex was managing, they had some colts that no one would shoot in spite of being a magnificent deer.
That it was.
Yeah, I've got a couple on the wall that came from there. Yeah, they're 7 points, but they're big, old, gnarly 7 points.
Ain't no shame in a single one of those deer.
Even swatted one of them with a slug gun. I may be the only person in the South Texas sand country that shot a deer with a slug gun.
So, but yeah, we took Gramps down there. We're going to do, like I said, try and get him on the podcast. That's a little of an event, but we'll manage it. But he showed up, hadn't fired his rifle in 10 years. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get some range time before then, and everything worked out.
It all worked out fabulous. I mean, he killed a really good pig with his 45-70.
Yep.
Uh,
They shot.
he shot the best deer he's ever shot.
Yep.
Uh,
And then he shot at a nilgai.
yeah, using one of the club guns that we later figured out had a scope problem. And one day it'd be on, the next day it'd be 6 inches or more to the left.
So
That wasn't his fault. That was on me.
during this time period, Mom and I did do a podcast. It's Mom's only podcast with us. We'll probably do a little bit more with her. But I was doing hunting at the deer lease.
The deer lease you and I had together.
This was the thing. We had gotten on the deer lease, which was kind of the old family deer lease.
Oh, well, I mean,
And then
one
Dad
of
got
our
this
families
job.
Been on that lease for 20 years.
15 years. Because when we left, I just got my driver's license. So it's been
07 when we got on it.
I think we got on it in probably 07.
Yeah.
Because Alex was here, living around here, because he went up there a couple times with.
That's when he came home for Christmas break,
Well,
I think. It doesn't matter.
08 he was here for sure, and we were on the property there because I was not.
That's right. He was working at that gun club in Houston.
Because I didn't get my driver's license until 2010.
Okay. Anyway, we've been on it for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, we did a podcast on that, but Dad didn't get to hunt that year. I got a pretty good 10-point off the deer lease.
Yeah.
So fast forward, we didn't do much fishing that year, unfortunately.
No.
We've had a few minor years of fishing. They're picking up though, because we do have a working boat as soon as I get to my battery.
We'll have a working boat by the sundown tomorrow. So we'll have two because I got my bilge pump issue fixed. I just got to wire it now.
But Dad, you did get to hunt last year on the deer
I
lease.
did hunt at the lease last year.
How was that?
Kind of slow in the beginning. Was really kind of sitting around thinking, okay, I need to shoot a deer with a recurve or a traditional bow. One thing about this lease that we have is the landowner's daughter or granddaughter is a bow hunter also.
I think it's granddaughter.
I think it is too. I'm pretty sure they've been sitting in my stand, which is fine. I at the end, I kind of don't care.
Yeah.
I mostly don't care. But last year was a little odd, all up and down that area of the country. And I've talked to other people that had a lease in the same area. Deer movement was minor during the day.
Yeah.
They had lots of acorns.
Lots and lots of acorns because they had lots of rain last year.
Yeah, they had lots of rain last year. We've had lots of rain up till this point this year.
Yeah.
And we have lots of pigs.
Yes. Yeah, we need to do some eradication of pigs.
Yeah, there's going to be a new sheriff in the neighborhood in a couple of weeks, and his name ain't going to be Reggie Allen. So, yeah.
So, but you did.
I did shoot the first fallow deer I ever shot. We've seen 2 or 3 on camera.
We have officially 2 on camera for sure.
And
I have one
I had
out.
a couple pictures of this one before, but just the worst picture where they walked by the camera at 5 feet and you got an ear and a horn. And,
Blurry, bluzzy.
yeah. So I wasn't really sure what it was. And then it was funny because about 6 years ago, I booked a nilgai hunt in Brownsville and bought a brand new 300 Win Mag. Well, I had COVID so bad the week that I picked it up, I couldn't get it sighted in. So I ended up shooting a nilgai with my 270, which has been spot on for the last decade. And then carried my 300, had 2 or 3 customers kill animals with it. Logan shot a big pig with it.
Yep.
Yeah. And I finally realized last year, like, I've had that gun for 5 years or more, and I've never killed anything with it. So Thanksgiving weekend, I just stuck it in the truck. Like, we're gonna get some blood on this guy.
And Lord willing, we did. God's will.
God willed it. I'm sitting in my blind. I look down and here comes one of the white fallows. And he got out in the open for a second and I hammered him. Yeah, like, okay, now we're copacetic. Got him cleaned up, got the hide in the freezer, got the head in the freezer. He wasn't old enough where he actually had the big palmated antlers and all.
He was big though.
But he was way bigger than the whitetail in the area.
Yeah.
So, and we're still eating on him.
And
he eats way better than I thought fallow did.
Yeah. And the next day, in my blind, the other fallow showed up.
Yes.
He stayed a bit out of rifle range because I had the offset, my lever gun with the offset scope, so it was a little hard to get on him because he was hiding. He was smart.
Yeah.
And I managed to get a picture of him. That's the only way I can prove that he was there. But I got a couple pictures of him. We might do a picture video for the channel of what we got going because Fubar has come back for 3 years in a row. And every year he comes back, he's got a fully new set of antlers that are completely different from the last year.
Yeah.
He is my target buck for this year.
I don't actually have a target buck yet. They haven't started growing now that I've moved and rearranged my stuff.
That's just how special Fubar is because even with just how little they've grown, he's so unique.
Well, that's the deal about, I've got one up here on the wall that's, he's got big tines, under the black hat. He's got big tines. The first year I saw him, he had a kicker off of his G2 that was probably 4 inches long. And I have those sheds laying around here somewhere. But the year he showed up, they almost touch in the center. And he's 3/4 of an inch legal.
Yeah.
He's not wide.
But he's got massive.
He's got long tines, got lots of mass, and got a 9-inch kicker off the back.
Yes. And we scored him out almost 140.
Yeah, he's about 140.
Then that was on the first year of the lease and Archer.
Oh, he had a scrape about 60 yards behind my blind, behind a feed pen that was the size of a hood of F-250.
Oh, yeah.
And I sat up there for a week.
Did you pee in it?
I did not pee in that scrape. I did not find the scrape till after I shot him, actually.
Okay. To those who don't know, if you find a buck scrape, if you pee in it, it'll attract them to come assert their dominance.
It re-stimulates the scent, yeah.
Or so the legends say.
Yeah. But I sat in the blind because I was hunting a deer. We had a deer that's 24 inches wide on that lease.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, I've got pictures of him somewhere on my photo book.
I messed up. I messed up a few weeks ago. Went through pictures from there. Like, man, there's a bunch of these bucks I should have shot.
That was the first 5 years on that lease. That was some amazing stuff.
Yes, it was. Even when I got back on it was still amazing.
Yeah, we had deer that showed up, but he walks up close. The deer I'm looking for walked up close to my feed pen, and he is 4 squares wide on a cattle panel. So I'm waiting. I took a whole week off. The hot week of the full moon in late November.
The 5 deer day.
Yeah, the 5 deer week.
Might have been 5+.
But every year, this narrow deer with the kicker comes by, or every day, twice a day like clockwork. There'd be 20 does out in that pasture. He'd come by, check all of them, go piss in this scrape. And finally, on the 4th or 5th day, you had just showed up that day.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, I guess this is the deer God wants me to shoot this year. And I rolled him. I actually missed him with the first shot, and he started running. And I rolled him with a 257 Weatherby through both shoulders. And he was so big body, because we're hunting up north, just south of Wichita Falls, in a red dirt country. Deer up there, they're big.
At first, several people on the lease thought it was a mule deer.
There were a couple deer shot on that lease the first few years that I thought. And then, I thought maybe they got some muley in them, but they didn't have the ears but once you rinse that red dirt off of them,
Yeah.
and I mean, I had to call you because I couldn't fit him on the 4-wheeler.
Yeah.
I get him
I
up
drove
on
your
the,
truck up down
Yeah.
to the back.
yeah. You had to bring my truck because every time I get half of him on the 4-wheeler and
You
try and get the other half, he'd slide off.
All right. So that kind of brings us up to last year with the deer hunting. Positive on the deer lease still. Still a pretty good lease. I kind of want to shoot a bunch of ducks off the dang thing because I can't keep pissing me off. I was up there last week of deer season. Hadn't seen any deer. And there's a couple of ducks that keep showing up to the ponds. But every time I tried to sneak up on them, our dogs would run up and just be, "What's going on? I'm involved," and scare them. So this year I'm going to shoot those ducks.
Oh yeah, we're gonna shoot those ducks this year. So the lease we're on, it's only about 300 acres.
It's a unique 300 acres though.
It is. It really is because they run 15 cows on it.
Yeah.
Probably 40 acres of it is a straight coastal field. And the rest of it is mesquite, catclaw, and hill country, river bottom, old dead cottonwoods, pecan trees,
Yep.
privet.
Abandoned stuff, random.
Yeah.
Although it's a lot better now than it used to be. Because all the cars are gone.
Yeah, the cars are gone. A lot of the trash is gone.
Yeah.
But it's got a couple ponds. It's about a mile from a artesian well pond. So we get some birds, but it's the hill country and farming has changed and all. So almost no one's planting peanuts.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But our tent. How's our tent been? Because we stayed in the tent another year because this was.
And we had another year in the tent. We had a year in the tent this year with a stove.
A wood burning stove.
I was up there at the end of the season when it was in the 20s, and the stove is the bomb.
It is the bomb. I got to admit, because I was up there for a couple of days too, and running that stove was awesome.
But the tent, so we bought a Dan Shell 16-foot bell tent.
Yes.
They all have their pluses and minuses, but the bell tent is actually really, really good.
Yeah. It's performed so well. My grievances are more just aligned with any tent that would be.
Yes.
I mean, I hate ducking down to go into places. That's just personal preference. I don't have a single complaint really against the tent itself.
Oh no, I'm going to tell you, if this one craps the bed before the season starts, I'm just going to buy another one.
That's the other thing. We went up and visited a few weeks ago. We're walking around. The tent's up. Let's leave it up. Oh, look, there's a hole in the tent.
Well, there was a hole from a dead limb that had fallen during the storm. I mean, it came down the first year with Logan during a bad storm.
Well, that was the second year.
They had to evac. Was that year 2?
Yeah, that was year 2. Because we are currently on year 3.
Okay. Yeah, he had to evac that spring and get in the truck with him and the dogs during a wild Texas storm.
Yeah, because they actually pulled the tent up and pushed it over.
Yeah.
And water's coming in, and the dogs are freaking out. And they're a widowmaker dropping. I'm dead.
Yeah.
Oh, look, a break in the storm. Let's get in the truck and drive a little bit out of the Oakmont.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. And we almost had that again a month and a half ago, 2 months ago now.
Yeah.
When we were there.
Yeah. I mean, but all in all,
I'm pro tent. I have enjoyed the tent. I would prefer a wall tent.
I will say a wall tent has some advantages, but for the cost of the Dan Shell
Can't beat it.
versus a wall tent, I could buy a damn shell every third year and be even.
Yes. But you also found a fawn that day.
Yes, so we're checking everything out. I'm walking around so our camp is set in a probably 120-year-old oak moss.
Probably 150 to 200, because that
Maybe
couple of
that,
those are pushing 3 or 4 foot.
on top of a hill.
Yes.
There's 7 trees.
Yeah. 7-10 trees.
Yeah, around it. We're in the shade 24/7 when they're leaved out. For those of y'all that don't know what an oak mod is, I'm sorry. But it's a big open area. It's probably 60 feet by 90 feet in
Yeah.
the middle of all these oak trees. And so we set up in there. So you're shaded, you're covered, you're on top of a hill, so you get a breeze. If there is a breeze, you get a breeze. If there's some wind, it's going to be factor 4.
There's a
And
water spigot 20 feet away.
we have water, we have electricity in the camp, and we fenced out the cows by just putting cattle panels around the oak trees.
Yeah.
That way we can leave our stuff there. You don't have to worry about the cows stomping your tent in the ground or chewing up your tables or anything. And if you've seen my Instagram, I posted pictures from there, and it's pretty cool.
But we did have to brave into the old abandoned mobile home to find some duct tape.
Yeah, so there's an old single wide on the lease that other people have stayed in that you're risking your life going in now. I mean,
Yeah.
the cows have ate a hole in the side of it. You throw 2 cats through.
Maybe a 4th.
But there's still some, and
There's some useful stuff. There's some stuff that my grandfather left in there for us. And sometimes we'll just do it. And there was a full brand new roll of duct tape we needed that day.
So we duct taped up the little hole from the tree limb. I've got the patches.
And next time we go up, we'll take care of it.
We'll patch it and we'll put seam sealer around the patches,
Gonna mow around the area.
mow and weed eat inside the fence,
And just gonna have a good old
spray
time.
the hell out of it for ticks. That way
Bugs.
we don't have any tick problems.
Yes. But so y'all don't know about this because last year I bought a boat
Yeah,
and bought the boat. I think September. Yeah, September. And pretty good boat, 1978 Kingfisher, 15-foot boat.
gotta love the bathtub boats.
Gotta love them, and I do. Had to rewire the entire thing. I'm surprised the 2 old men didn't burn themselves to the ground. Because
Burn themselves in the water, you mean?
yeah, because it was bad. I mean, I had to gut it and do it, but I got that done. Did a pretty good job, and took it out first time. It's running like a top. Awesome. Take it out second time. I can't get over 8 miles an hour.
Yep.
Talk to Dad, like, well, let's just go do it. All right. Well, we go to the lake, dump it in. I'm full throttle. He looks at me like, why don't you go? I'm at full throttle. And we're going 4 miles an hour. He's like, yeah, you might as well just put this back on the boat and take it to Charlie's. That's exactly what I did. Took it to Charlie's. He's like, it'll probably be a month. Well, 2 months later, he's like, hey, I got it in. Carburetor need to be cleaned. Fast oil will be fixed. Got all that done. Fixed. Missed duck season. Missed the entire point of buying the boat at that time. But I got a good running boat. So, but wait another month and a half and comes fishing time.
Sand bass run. The white trash salmon run.
I would prefer to call it the giggle run because Dad was giggling as he drove my 50-year-old boat up and down the river.
I got to
Like a
admit, it
small
brought back
child.
some serious childhood memories.
His nostalgia filter was maxed out.
Yeah, it's the bomb. I mean, if you grew up like I did in the era I did with bathtub boats and all that, it gives you willies.
We went up, didn't have a lot of success though.
Yeah, we got a few fish.
Got a few, weren't on them.
The run was weird this year.
Well, the next time we went, I misgauged the gas, the gas tank. We ran up, fished for a while. Meant to run back, but ran out of gas.
Got about 3/4 of the way back, and as we were going back on trolling motor, some fabulous people saw us. And as much as I hate pontoon boats, they were pontoon boat people, and they may be the only ones that are worth not killing.
Yes, but
they gave us.
They towed us
gallons?
into their cove.
Yeah, gave us 5 gallons of gas,
and we filled up 3 gallons.
Yeah,
and this is the other part. If you have a 2-stroke, keep some 2-stroke oil in the boat, even on the lake, because you never know. Because that's the only reason they didn't ruin their day more.
Yes.
They gave us that. We came back. Unfortunately, though, after coming back, some of the carpet had ripped up, and I realized how bad the front deck was.
Yeah.
So I had to stop and do some fiberglass work on it, which kind of escalated because oh, this section needs more fiberglass. Ooh, this section needs more fiberglass.
Ooh,
more.
Another M&M. Ooh, another M&M.
Yeah.
Ooh, another M&M.
And it didn't help that there was intermittent spring showers every 2 days, and always on the days that it was best to be out there.
Well, of course, when you have a project to do that's outside in the spring in Texas, Thursday through Sunday, it's going to be a monsoon.
Yes. And finally got the fiberglass done, painted it. I got some sea deck in it. Got a lot of it covered up with the sea deck. So we got some pretty good flooring now. And last week I went to dump it in the water. Motor fired right off, then died. Pretty normal for a 2-stroke.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the starter battery's so bad it won't start up again. So
welcome to the world of boat ownership.
I'm going to tell you, boat ownership is just a hard lesson you learn every week.
You're going to learn. The rent is due on that every time you dump it in the water.
So tomorrow, after I go work out, I'm going to get a start battery.
That's okay. I'm still rewiring Bill's pumps in the Skeeter. So.
Yeah, for a boat positive family, we aren't very boating right now. It's kind of eating at me like, what's the point of having a boat?
Well, and it's summertime now.
Mm-hmm.
We're in high summer. So once we get past amateur weekend this week, which is 4th of July.
That's the other part. We got 4th of July coming up, so there's going to be the 3-timers.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm at the age now where any of the big holidays where all the amateurs show up, I just stay home. But the following week, it's going to be time to go to a local lake and drop the green lights in the water and catch crappie.
Yep.
And we're going to go do that. And we're going to pound on them.
We also have a video coming up, a challenge for Dad.
Uh-oh, I hadn't heard this.
Yes, this is the very first time I sprung this on him unknown. I sprung a bunch of stuff on him unknown today.
Yeah, you did. The Father's Day stuff was actually pretty good.
We'll do that in a second. I'm going to finish this challenge.
Okay.
So I got a little challenge for Dad. Got him a mystery tackle box.
Oh, crap.
And he has to catch his dinner for that day with the mystery tackle box in my boat.
Do I get the captain? Do I get the front seat?
Yeah,
Do I get to pick the lake?
You get to pick the lake. You got to use a mystery tackle box. You only get 2 rods.
Okay, I'm good with this.
All right.
You know what lake we're going to?
It's a mystery tackle box. It's not the crappie edition. You can only fish with the mystery tackle box.
That's okay. You know what lake we're going to?
Probably Aquila.
It's most likely going to be Aquila. It could. Do I get to open the mystery tackle box before we get to the lake?
Nope. You got to do it on the boat, on the water.
Oh, poopies. Oh, crap.
So we're going to try and do this probably next week. Probably the week after 4th of July.
Yeah, this is going to keep me up at night now. Trying to make a decision. That's okay, though. I got it. I'm good with it. I'm going to win this. So if I win it, other than catching my dinner, what do I get? What's in it for me, being the mercenary that I am?
Another shirt that's too large for you.
Okay, so I'm not a 2X. I'm not a 3X. Only in very rare shirt am I a 1X. So
There will be something, there will be a prize for you.
you give me another 3X, and the next video will be me wearing the shirt only and straight up being sans pantalones.
There's no video on this podcast, so it doesn't matter.
Video, one way or the other, I promise.
So I guess that leads us into Father's Day. What did you get for Father's Day?
So Logan is good with gifts. He's goofy, but he's good.
My goal is to entertain myself and get you something useful.
He's pretty good with that. So it kind of drug out over a week, but the first thing I got was a can of Japanese
Odin.
Soup.
It's soup.
Well, it came with 2 pickled quail eggs,
Yep.
a fish ball,
Yep.
and a neatly tied bundle of noodles
And radish.
and daikon radish and some
And
sort
tofu.
of broth.
Tofu. Also had tofu.
Yeah, it had a big chunk of tofu and something else, I forget.
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
It was not a winner.
the taste profile on it, the quail egg, and I love pickled quail eggs. I don't know what they pickled that one in, but ooh. So, but he did good with a can of bacon.
Now, repeat that so everyone knows what you just said.
Logan did good. He got me a can of bacon.
Now, can of bacon. Ever heard of that before?
Yoder's canned bacon.
And it's real bacon, too.
It's real bacon. It's wrapped in butcher paper. It's cooked in a can.
It's a hell of a can.
It is a hell of a can. You need a chisel and a power can opener to open it. But I'm still eating on it.
Ready to go from the can, too.
You can eat it straight from the can. You can read a newspaper through it, but it's still pretty good.
And it has a 10-year shelf life.
In the can, until you open the can, it has a 10-year shelf life. So, I mean, I've had it every other day for breakfast for a week, and I'm not done with it yet. It's still,
If I was going to build a prepping kit, it would be a part of it.
I would probably put that in any sort of long-term can.
Yeah. Prep.
Yeah. And I got a can of hot bake the fish in salsa verde. Haven't had it yet. It's probably coming this week, but it's going to be the bomb. I know that. If you like tinned fish, which I do.
Dad is a tinned fish aficionado.
Yes, I am. Everybody I eat it 2 or 3 times a week. So as a snack at work, midday, something like that. When I'm tournament fishing, or even when I'm fun fishing sometimes. There's a couple cans of sardines in the boat, and a bag of crackers.
So what is the gift that we are discussing about this whole shirt issue?
So I also got a t-shirt that said the man, the myth, the legend. It was probably Shaq size.
It is a 2XL. There's only 2 options, a 2XL or a 4XL.
Well, the 4XL, your mom and I both could have got in. The 2XL, it's a little big. Not too much. I was hoping it would shrink more than it did. But it's still, it's a cool shirt.
Okay.
So.
But yeah, so that's the next challenge for Dad is, and he's going to get a prize at the end of it. He has no clue what this prize is, and he cannot guess it.
Better be a 28 gauge over and under.
Why? All the 28 gauge ammo's gone.
I can go take that back.
So, that's kind of on the plan for next week.
Oh God.
Or I keep saying next week, the week after 4th of
We're
July.
gonna get through amateur.
Yeah, the 3-time nation. You, Mom, and Grandma Janie went down to South Texas for a reason. What was that reason?
So my eldest son got married a 2 years ago, year and a half ago. Actually, almost a year ago now. and got a package deal. So I immediately became a great grandfather.
His little wildest dreams came true finally.
Oh yeah, I've been buying shit for grandkids and great grandkids since you were 10.
And best I could do was boat projects.
But that's okay. But it was my granddaughter's quinceanera, and my grandson is leaving to go to Army boot camp next week, actually.
Yep.
So we went down there for that, had a party, hung out with all the new fam.
And where is down there? So everyone knows.
That took place in Donna, Texas. And then we stayed in Progreso, at Lake Progreso. And you could throw a hammer into Mexico from Lake Progreso.
Heavy hammer?
No, a light hammer.
Okay.
We were literally 2 miles from the International Bridge.
Okay.
And it was fabulous. The house was great. Probably a 1950s, 60s lake house complex. I mean, it's just cool as can be. Had a personal dock. It had rained so much that I took a fly rod intending to fish, but the water looked like a meatloaf. So I just blew that off. And we went to Brownsville or Port Isabel the next day for shopping and dining. So it was all that in a bag of chips.
I'm going to go down there in a few weeks as well, hang out with Alex and Esperanza,
Yeah.
and we'll see how that goes.
So let's talk about my snapper trip.
Oh, I was going to make that a separate episode.
Okay, we can
You
do
can
that.
do that, but you can tell people what you did.
So
Don't go deep details though.
just to hit the highlights. I've been kind of landlocked for a couple of years since the tuna trip we did, and so this year I booked 2 days out of Galveston on snapper trips with on the new buck and the Cavalier. Came back with a PB red snapper, and then
And you can actually go see how big those red snappers are on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
'Cause they are big.
it was 32 or 34.
It was almost the full length of the meter stick.
Okay.
It was real close.
It was the biggest one I personally caught.
Yeah.
And
I've only seen 2 other bigger.
Yeah. There was one about the same size on the boat the same day.
Uh-huh.
So Galveston, the owners of the New Buck and the Cavalier, they do a half load trip, which has half the people. And so I booked that for Friday, and I booked a full boat trip on Thursday evening. Drove down Wednesday, stayed in the Airbnb, and I mean, I came home with a possession limit of snappers. So,
But you loved it.
oh yeah, I love that.
And you finally got on the water.
I got back on the water, got the big gear out, pounded on them.
Because the last time you'd done that was 56-hour trip,
Yes,
which
and
was
actually I
2020.
was trying to do a 36-hour trip this weekend, but it was fully booked. And Dolphin Docs called me Friday and went, "Hey, we have a cancellation. If you'll be here at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, you can get on the 36-hour." And it just wasn't something I could do this week.
So we're going to do a whole episode on his red snapper trip. What have you started doing to better help your shoulder recently? Because you're kind of getting a little old,
Age and stupidity are catching up with me.
so you kind of got to get everything back in tight. We're trying to get back into that.
So my right shoulder is, well, there's a couple things. I had some neck issues from when I broke my neck in my late teens, early 20s.
That he didn't know about till his 40s.
Yeah, I didn't discover it until we were in our 40s. So I had some nerve damage and some nerve issues and neck issues from that. But I also partially tore my rotator cuff in my late 20s playing racquetball. And never got it fixed. Never addressed it. So now we have some bone spurs, some damage to the rotator cuff in my right shoulder.
And you worked.
And
You had
I
a
worked
couple years where you weren't really doing physical work, so your
for
shoulder
a
didn't stay
decade. I was
tight.
pretty much in charge, and now I'm back to actually working again.
So
So it's all being aggravated, and
we have a goal of getting all of Dad's shoulder muscles and back muscles back to being tight, so we
Yeah.
can go hardcore a little bit more
yeah.
instead of medium core.
So
But I bought an ice bathtub last year because I love ice baths. They're a little hard to do here outside because it gets so hot in the summer. And we finally got it set up on the porch.
yeah. So Logan been doing this for a couple months. A couple weeks ago, shoulder had been killing me. I was tight. Everything was tight. Everything was sore. You know, I'll be 60 this year, so got some arthritis.
Early onset rigor mortis.
Or, yeah, as Logan refers to it, which is not necessarily wrong. He's like, you need to do an ice bath. So I did it. I think I stayed in for 8 or 10 minutes first time.
I think you did 8 minutes right there. The
Yeah.
best part was when Dad getting in, he's going, oh my God, go get my cowboy hat. Like, why? Like, just go get my cowboy hat. So I went and got his cowboy hat, which helped calm him down. I get a little.
Well,
And then I walked back out there while he was finally in the zone and everything and dumped a full 16-pound bag of ice straight into his
oh
nuts.
yeah, he refreshed it. So it's funny because in the static ones, once you get in it, if you give it a minute and a half, you develop kind of a thermal barrier
Yes.
where your body is warm to water next to you, which seems like a good idea, but it's kind of defeating.
Yes.
So you have to, in ours, you have to swish your legs back and forth and stir the water up.
I'm actually thinking about throwing a fish bubbler in there.
Yeah, okay. Better than a frozen goose. Okay. And it just did another one an hour and a half ago.
Yep.
Shoulder is way better.
And we did a lot of ice on this one, but it's 90. It felt 100 degrees outside.
It's
But-
not that bad on the porch. I'll bet it's in the low 90s on the porch.
We did 60 pounds of ice,
Yeah.
5 ice packs,
Yep.
and then 4 2.5-pound ice blocks.
It was pretty chilly. After 8 or 10 minutes, it was pretty chilly. And, the problem I have is sitting still for 8 or 10 minutes or more.
Yep.
It's hard for me to do that.
But like I said, we're going to get Dad back to being hardcore level.
Yeah, we're going to.
We got that going for us. So we're probably going to wrap up here. We're
Yep.
pushing 45 minutes. Okay, Dad, I got a question for you.
Sure.
Someone wants to get in this business, just hunting and fishing in general. They got 2 options of getting information, a book or YouTube videos. Which would you choose?
Currently,
Yes.
YouTube.
Okay. Why?
That's the way people learn now.
Okay. Is it just the fact there's so much more YouTube videos out there that are free?
Well, so the difference a lot of people don't understand. When I was young, information was not as available as it. You had to put in effort. If you wanted to learn something outside of whatever crap the government school was telling you, you had to hire your ass down to the library and look books up. You had to learn how to look stuff up, and then you had to put the effort in of going and looking it up.
Yep.
And you had to go talk to people.
Yep.
The level that we were not isolated in, but isolated in, is incomprehensible to young people today.
It is.
And it's shocking to me. At 18, if I was a senior in high school now and was interested in doing something in the outdoors, fishing, hunting, something like that, maybe becoming a guide. If you wanted to go out west, I'm going to tell you, join the fire department,
Yep.
the Wilderness Fire Department. You won't be a smoke jumper immediately, but I know a couple people who've done that, I actually guided one that when he was young before he got married. He was actually a smoke jumper. You make really good money for 6 months of the year, and then you can go do something else.
Okay. So next question. It's going to be a second question. First rifle cartridge for someone who's 20 years old and never shot a rifle. Period.
308.
308. Okay.
308 is the chunky, ugly girl that you know but answers the phone every time you call. It works, gets it done. You can find it anywhere.
All right. Third question, final question. Walk in or save money and buy a boat for duck hunting?
Do whatever will get you to the bird.
There you go. That's our good answer. That's our show. We're going to wrap up here. We're probably going to release another podcast within the week. We're going to try and be a little better about this. This is 1584 Adventure, Season 2, signing off.
Brian.
Yeah. Bye.